If your spouse stayed home to raise the kids, you could be missing out on thousands in Social Security just by the way you file. Today, we're going to look at a couple who's preparing for retirement, but they have some big unknowns looming over their heads, specifically when it comes to Social Security spousal benefits. Hey, everybody, I'm Daniel Ronberg, and I'm committed to helping people transition into retirement with an abundant mindset. The husband has been the primary breadwinner in this example for his entire life, while the wife stayed home to raise the children. Now they're trying to figure out how to maximize their Social Security given that situation. This is important because if they end up claiming the wrong way, especially when it comes to spousal benefits, it could cost them tens of thousands of dollars in their retirement. In today's video, I'm going to break down their options and teach you everything you need to know about Social Security spousal benefits so you can maximize your lifestyle in retirement. Let's jump in with a question. This one comes from our listener, Rob, who writes, "Hey Daniel, I've been watching your YouTube videos and I really appreciate your detailed explanations and specific scenarios. They've been a tremendous help as I start to finalize my retirement preparation. I'm currently 52 and my wife is 50. Our retirement strategy will consist of a combination of my employer 401k, Roth IRA, personal investments, and Social Security. But I need some guidance to determine the optimal age for my wife and me to begin drawing from Social Security. My wife has been a stay-at-home mother, so she won't be eligible for her own retirement benefits and will plan to take the spousal benefit. My primary insurance amount, or PIA, at full retirement age, which is 67 for me, is $3,654 a month. I was planning to begin collecting at 62 to reduce the draw on my retirement account, which means my benefit at that point would be $2,540 a month. I understand that my wife's maximum benefit is 50% of my full retirement benefit. However, if I retire early at 62 and my wife waits until her full retirement age at 67, would she still be eligible for the 50% of my full benefit, which would work out to be about $1,827 a month, or would she be limited to 50% of my reduced benefit, which would actually be $1,270? Thank you, Rob. That's an excellent question, and it's one that a lot of people are confused about. When it comes to Social Security benefits, it's not just about maximizing your own benefit, but how you file will impact your spouse's benefits and the benefit they'll receive over the rest of their lifetime. So let's dive a little deeper and unpack this for Rob and for anyone else who's wondering how to maximize their spousal benefits. Now, when it comes to Social Security, you're eligible for one of two main types of benefits. Number one is your own retirement benefit. And this is where Social Security looks at your earnings history and takes the highest 35 years you worked. And number two is your spousal benefit, which is the benefit based on your spouse's earnings. To qualify for spousal benefits, you need to have been married for at least 1 year. Now, if you're divorced, you need to have at least been married for 10 years to be able to qualify for spousal benefits. If you're widowed, you may be eligible for a survivor benefit, which can even be higher or equal to your late spouse's benefit. But in today's video, I'm just going to focus on the spousal benefit to answer Rob's question. First, let's take a look at how spousal benefits are actually calculated. If eligible, you can receive up to 50% of your spouse's primary insurance amount, which is the benefit at their full retirement age. So for example, if your spouse's full retirement age benefit at 67 was $2,000 a month, your spousal benefit would be $1,000 a month. This assumes that you're also at full retirement age. If you're under full retirement age, 66 or lower, you will get a reduced benefit based on your age at the time you file from your spouse. Now, let's say your spouse delays until 70 and their full benefit grows to $2,840 a month. Your spousal benefit is still only based on the primary insurance amount of $2,000 a month, not the higher deferred amount. In other words, spousal benefits do not earn delayed credits. So let's take a look at when spouses are eligible to start collecting. Your spouse, the worker in this scenario, must be collecting their benefit before you can start collecting on your spousal benefit. Now, in the past, there used to be all kinds of cool strategies. One of them we used to use all the time was file and suspend. And this is where the primary spouse or the worker would file, but then they would delay receiving their actual benefit, triggering the ability for you to turn on your spousal benefit. But that strategy is no longer allowed. So if your spouse hasn't started collecting yet, you'll have to wait until they do for you to be eligible to start getting your spousal benefit. Now let's take a look at how spousal benefits and personal benefits combine. Your total spousal benefit is actually made up of your own benefit plus an amount equal to up to 50% of your spouse's primary insurance amount. So for example, if your benefit amount is $0, but your spouse's benefit is $2,000 a month, your spousal benefit would be $1,000 a month. But if your benefit was $600 a month, you would receive an extra spousal amount of $400 a month, bringing your total spousal benefit to $1,000 a month. That detail matters because if your spouse delays collecting their benefit, you may be eligible to start taking your benefit and then add that spousal portion later once they start collecting their benefit. Now let's take a look at the impact of collecting your benefit early. If you collect your spousal benefit before your full retirement age, your benefit will be reduced. Similar to how early retirement reduces your own Social Security benefit. For the first 3 years, your benefit is reduced by approximately 8.3% per year. And for additional years before that, it's approximately 5% a year. That means that if you collect at 62 instead of 67, your benefit could be significantly reduced. Now let's get to Rob's question. What if he wants to collect early, but his wife wants to wait till full retirement age? Here's the good news. Her spousal benefit is based on his full retirement age, not the reduced amount. So if Rob collects at 62, his wife can still receive 50% of his full retirement benefit, which is $1,827 a month, as long as she waits till full retirement age. Now let's look at some key takeaways. Number 1, to maximize the spousal benefit, the spouse must wait until their full retirement age to collect the entire 50% of their spouse's PIA or primary insurance amount. Number 2, the worker must be collecting in order for the spouse to be eligible to receive their benefits. Number 3, the spousal benefit is made up of your own benefit plus a spousal amount, reaching up to that total of 50%. Finally, number 4, maximizing Social Security does not always mean waiting till as long as possible. It depends on your entire retirement picture, which takes a look at taxes, savings, withdrawals, longevity, and your lifestyle preferences. Understanding how the spousal benefit works can help make sure that you maximize your own individual situation, making the right choice and avoiding the mistake of leaving up to tens of thousands of dollars on the table in retirement. Rob, thank you so much for the great question. I'm sure other people got a lot of value out of that as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. Once again, I'm Daniel Ronberg, and if you want to see how we help our clients get the most life out of their money, head on over to nationsfirstfin.com. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video and you want more information about retirement, be sure to check out my new book, Buy Back Your Life, How to Stop Worrying About Money and Start Living in Retirement. If you want a copy of this book absolutely for free, call my office with this phone number below. Talk to the girls at the front desk. You don't have to provide any information. We just need your name and address and they'll mail you out your copy today.